a haul video for you, and most of the products that I've got are recently launched in India, and I wanted to kind of spice things up a bit. Like, I didn't want to do a regular haul video, but I wanted to do something like a mini review, first impressions and a demo sort of a video. So I will not only be showing you the stuff that I got, but I will be using it on myself, so it's like a try-on haul. So Maybelline has just launched a whole range of eyeshadow palettes, and it's called the ColorSensational 3D eyeshadow palette. And they've got 4 different palettes, and 2 of the palettes are warm toned, whereas 2 other palettes are cool toned. And I've got one from the cool toned, and this is called Sapphire Blue, whereas the other one is a warm tone palette, and this one is called Rose Quartz Pink. And as you can see, these are really compact, and they have 5 shades nicely fitted into these compact palettes. First, I'm going to start off with the Blue Sapphire eyeshadow palette. As you can see, this palette has very cool toned, silvery blue sort of shades. Most of the shades are shimmery in texture. I think there's only one matte eyeshadow that is the darkest eyeshadow. But since we know eyeshadows look totally different on the arms and they look totally different on the eyes, so I'm going to be doing a demo on how I use this palette on my eyes to show you guys what it looks like exactly. Starting off with this big eyeshadow in the center, which looks like a very nice mint blue sort of a shade. So this eyeshadow right here is the least pigmented of all eyeshadows, because I've tried to use this with a brush and also with my fingers, and the fingers managed to pick up just a little bit of the product because it's really tightly and firmly packed, and it's very difficult to get the product out of the pan. But you could try scraping it with some hard object. But anyways, as you can see, it does not give me much color payoff. It just gives me a subtle sheen sort of a finish. Next, I took this cobalt blue eyeshadow and I placed that on the outer V of my crease area, and as you can see, it is mediumly pigmented. And this blue eyeshadow is also pretty creamy in texture. It's kind of the most pigmented out of all the shades. Then I'm taking this darkest eyeshadow to darken the outer corners of my eyes, and this is also mediumly pigmented. As you can see, these eyeshadows have that very subtle finish to them. They are not opaquely pigmented, which is great if you want to wear it for work or just for an everyday look. Next, I'm taking the most shimmery shade right here, and this is called the Top Coat shade, and I think this is the prettiest eyeshadow in the palette because it just gives that very beautiful shimmery look to the eyes, and I really like the finish it gives to the whole eye makeup. Lastly, I'm taking this lighter shade and highlighting the inner corners of my eyes. This one is actually not very pigmented, and it just gives out a little bit of shimmer to the eyes. So that is the finished look, and I actually quite like this eyeshadow palette. Now moving on to the Rose Quartz palette. As you can see, this palette has very beautiful warm toned pinks, browns and beige toned colors. And now it's time to swatch it in the eyes, and I've done the exact same thing that I did with the blue eyeshadows, and the eyeshadows in this palette are also exactly the same in consistency as the blue eyeshadow. That is, like, you know, the different eyeshadows in the different positions, they have exactly the same consistency. Like, the center color is not at all pigmented in both the eyeshadows, whereas the other eyeshadows have subtle pigmentation, and the top coat shade of both the palettes are beautiful, and I think those shades are the highlight of these palettes. So that is the finished look. So as you can see, this palette is great for creating that neutral makeup look. So I actually really like the color coordination in these palettes. Like, I don't know if I would like or enjoy using these colors on their own, but when used in conjunction, when used together, I think they blend in really well and complement each other. The next launch is also from Maybelline, and I've been so super excited about this one because Maybelline has always been my all-time favorite drugstore brand when it comes to mascaras, because I think Maybelline does the best mascaras ever. This is the Magnum Barbie mascara by Maybelline. As you can see inside, the wand looks exactly like the Falsies mascara. If you've used the Falsies, then you know what I mean. If you look closely, I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but there are tiny fibers inside the mascara, which I really love because fibers just give so much volume and length. So this mascara not only gives me so much volume and length, but at the same time it separates the lashes, and it has a kind of a thick consistency, but it does not clump my lashes. So I am quite impressed with this one. I have applied this about 2 times, and this is what the mascara does to my lashes. So you can clearly see the difference between my natural lashes and my lashes with this mascara on. Next, I've got two liquid eyeliners to show you guys, and these are both from Pack Cosmetics. I've never ever used any products from this brand before, but recently they sent out this whole package to me, and I think they do quite excellent makeup brushes. So I was thinking of probably doing a whole different video where I will review and do like a demo of the brushes for you guys. So let me know in the comments below if you are interested to see that. Now moving on to the eyeliners. I've got two eyeliners and both of these are black. The first one I'm going to try out is the liquid liner pen, and as you can see it comes in a pen form. This one comes with a pretty sharp and pretty long sponge tip applicator. I personally really like sponge tip applicators. Sponge applicators are just so easy to use. They just go on so smoothly and the liquid keeps flowing from inside. So that means the application is not at all messy. So it's going on pretty black, and also you can see the liquid is flowing continuously, because in some sponge tip applicators what happens is the liquid stops flowing and you need to keep warming up the tip on your arms or something. But with this one it keeps flowing continuously, so I really like that about this liquid liner. And the next one I've got is Pack Cosmetics HighShine liquid liner pen. I'm not a big fan of shiny liquid liners, but I'm going to try this out on the other eyes and show you guys what it looks like. So this one has a full-on liquid consistency, and the tip is quite hard. It's a felt tip eyeliner, and I prefer felt tip liners any day over brush liners. And this one is quite jet black, but when I was applying it I felt that it was kind of burning my eyelids. Kind of a very mild burning sensation, which is really weird because I've never had that sensation with any other liquid liners. Probably I've got the bad one or something. And as you can see it has applied quite nicely and it looks very jet black and it looks good, but the burning part was a letdown of this eyeliner for me. So I'm really scared to put it anywhere close to my eyes now. I don't know if I'll be using this again or not. Moving on, L'Oreal has come up with a whole new range of lip glosses, and they are called Infallible Mega Lip Gloss, I think. And these lip glosses come in different sort of finishes. Like some of them are very glittery and shimmery in finish, whereas some of them are quite creamy in finish, while others are kind of very glossy and shiny in finish. And I think they have quite a lot of shades available in other countries, but at the moment in India we just have 11 shades, and I've managed to pick up two of these. And the first shade I've got is 104 Mafia Gloss, and as you can see it's such a beautiful bright corally shade. And I really like the design of the wand of these glosses, because as you can see it is nicely curved, and this enables the wand to pick up a lot of product in the first lip itself, and also it fits the lips really nicely. It kind of hugs the lips, which makes the job of applying the lip gloss so much more easier. And this particular shade is quite pigmented, as you can see. And the next one I've got is the 504, and it's called My Sky is the Limit. And as you can see, it's a very sheer fuchsia pink shade. This one actually has a kind of a patented leather sort of finish, because it has like micro shimmer particles or something like that in there, which gives it a nice 3D sort of an effect. When I tried these on, they felt really light on my lips and they did not feel sticky at all. And I have a feeling that these could qualify as a dupe for the YSL lip glosses, which is a high-end brand and therefore it's super expensive. But this one is slightly heavier in texture. Otherwise, the color and finish that it gives is pretty similar to the YSL ones, and I've always wanted to get my hands on those, but every time I go to their store and try some of the lip gloss on, I feel like they're too expensive for what they are. So when I saw these, I was really excited, and you know, I thought they were quite similar to those. Next, I also got another product from Maybelline's Fit Me range, and it is their Fit Me blush. And I've got this in the shade Medium Coral, and this is not really new. I think it was launched a couple of months back, but as you can see it looks really gorgeous in the pan. It is a beautiful burnt orange sort of a shade with kind of a golden sheen to it. But when I got it home and tried to swatch it, as you can see, even if I rub my fingers on the pan, nothing transfers onto my fingers or onto my hands. So this blush only works if you have a base underneath. If you use this on its own on your bare skin, it will not give you any color payoff. You will not be able to see anything on your skin. But if you have foundation on, then it could work for you. Like, it gives out a very subtle color payoff. It looks very natural on the skin. So if you're someone who likes very natural looking blush, then you would definitely like this. And it comes with this small brush applicator inside, which is pretty coarse. And I think it's a good thing because it's actually really difficult for soft brushes to pick up the product. So I like to use this coarse brush to really, scrape the product out of the pan. In case I've missed out on anything, in case there's a new product out there that I do not know about, then don't hesitate to let me know in the comments below. And also, if you like this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. I will see you all in my next one. Bye!